Okay, fine. So I have logged on to AWS Cloud Quest. Okay, so I need to start the game. So here you can see, so get certified challenge. So we need to complete all 12 Cloud Quest assignments to receive a free access code for the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner exam, and is offer is valid until June 15. Okay, so this is a good opportunity. Okay, so if you are interested, okay, so you can um, complete this 12 assignments so that we'll get a coupon to write an exam for the cloud practitioner. So let's get started. Okay, so I'll just click onto the start game.
Welcome to the
So
city.
okay, so next.
We are happy you decided to join our team. As a new member of our IT staff, you will solve city problems by building solutions using AWS.
Okay, so this is an interactive platform. Okay, so here you can see they are introducing I'm a new member of IT staff. Okay, so where I'll be solving the city problems by building the solutions using the AWS. Okay.
The Cloud Practitioner job role has been selected for you.
Okay.
Report to the city to begin. A day will help you get started.
So welcome to the cloud practitioner role. Okay, so I'll click on next. So you will be introduced to AWS services, and you will build basic AWS solutions. Okay, so each solution you build will solve a business problem in the city. Click the map points to explore, then click start. Okay, so this is my map. So that's very good, right? So now so you can see, so here I'm able to see explore all 12 cloud practitioner solution or building assignments. Okay, so I think I can't zoom here. Okay, on the right hand side, okay, welcome to the city. You have been assigned a cloud practitioner role. Okay, so I can just search for the solutions as well. Assignments. Okay, so it's all assignments. So I have a cloud practitioner essential, cloud first steps, computing solution, cloud economics, networking concepts, connecting VPC, database in practice, core security concepts, file systems in the cloud, Postno, SQL database, auto healing and scaling applications, and everything. Okay, so these are some of the assignments. Okay, so these all, I think these are the 12 assignments which you need to complete it. Okay, and this is the info. Okay, so cloud practitioner will build basic cloud solution using AWS services. Okay, so we'll learn about the AWS cloud concepts, common use cases, billing and the pricing models, security concepts, and the business impacts. Okay, so shall we start? Okay, so I will click on the start. Okay, so I need to choose my avatar. Okay, so choose the options for your body, head and clothing, or randomize your look. Okay. So next we will take your security badge when you're done. Okay. Okay, so here I can just customize it. Yeah. Okay. So you can see it's too cool, right? Okay. Okay, we'll not waste much of time. Okay, you can just customize it. Okay, so here Okay, so if you want hat, fine. Okay, fine. So now let's see. Okay, so this avatar, good avatar. Okay, so I'll click on to the next. So welcome to the team. So let's get some details. So what should we call you? Okay, you can just call me John. Okay, so please do not enter any confidential personal information as well. Okay, so minimum 3 characters. Okay, so this is the requirements to enter the name. Okay, create a badge. Fine, so my badge is created. So let's start learning. Of the technical infrastructure here, but the drawback is that it takes months to procure and configure the servers. Okay, so basically this person is talking about the data centers, right? You can, and he's telling like, of course, to build the data centers it takes much of resources, right? So this is what this person is telling. Okay, so next, so that is pretty common problem when provisioning your own infrastructure, right? So we know like on premises and cloud, right? So here they're talking discussion about the on premises and the cloud. Okay, have you considered AWS cloud infrastructure? It's definitely increase your agility. Okay, so this person is talking about the cloud. Okay, so interesting. I have heard a lot about the cloud, but I'm not sure I understand the entire concept. Okay, so next, so he's telling, okay, cloud computing on AWS provides access to technology like compute, power, storage, and databases. Okay, so very important. So what basically a cloud computing is? Okay, so if you just search, okay, so cloud computing. So cloud computing is on demand availability of computer system resources. Okay, so whatever you are using in your system, right? So whether it is memory, whether it's storage, or it could be anything, network, right? So all these resources are made available in the cloud. Okay, so what is the meaning of on demand here? So on demand is nothing but like how you pay for your electricity and water bill, right? So whatever how much you consume your electricity at home, you will be paying for that. Okay, similarly, so what all resources you will be using in the cloud, okay, you'll be paying only for that. Okay, so on demand, and so this is one of the feature. Okay, so in the cloud, on demand is basically like whatever you request. Okay, so those resources will be made available to you. Okay, especially, so you can see these are some of the resources, especially data storage, computing power without direct active management by the user. Okay, so this is what the cloud computing is, right? So this is saying, so this person is telling, okay, so cloud computing in AWS. Okay, so we have a different cloud providers, right? So we have Azure, we have GCP, and we have AWS, right? So cloud computing on AWS provides access to technology services, right? So this is a cloud provider which provides services like compute, okay, compute power, storage, and databases. Okay, so resources are available on demand. So for example, I need storage. So, okay, so I'll be logging into the AWS account, and I'll be requesting for the storage, right? and you pay only for what you use, right? So it's a bit interesting, right? So this person is talking about the cloud computing. So next, so the cloud seems promising, but how can it improve my agility? How many days does it take to bring a server online? So because this person is on premises, right? So you don't have much idea about the cloud computing. So he asked a question about like how he can improve the agility, right? So yeah, so with AWS you can deploy server in minutes at fraction of cost of traditional servers. So with this type of flexibility you can completely transform your operations, right? So as I told you, so when you logged in into the AWS management console, so within few clicks you were able to create your resources, right? And it provides a flexibility to configure all your services as well, right? So next, so well, if it is that fast, I have a request. Okay, so we have a web page that predicts the wave size at the beach each day. Okay, so he has a web page. Okay, so what it is predicting, so it predicts the waves. Okay, so wave sizes at the beach every day. So surfers checked for the big waves, and families want to know when the waves are lower for the safety reasons. So unfortunately we are facing some challenges keeping those servers up and running. Okay, so he has a problem. Okay, so I'll read it once again so that I'm going slow so that you can understand even the basic concepts as well. Okay, so what is telling, I have a request. So what is the request? So we have a web page that predicts the wave sizes at the beach each day. The surfers check for the big waves. Okay, the people who are present near the beach. Okay, so they are checking for the big waves, and families want to know when the waves are lower for the safety reasons, of course. So, and the people who are visiting for the beach, and they want to know when the waves are lower, okay, so they can visit the beach, right? So unfortunately we are facing some challenges, so keeping those servers up and running. So to check, okay, to predict the waves, okay, so they are facing some issues. Okay, so with the servers, okay, so this is what the challenge they are facing. Okay, so so keeping those servers up and running, in the sense, okay, they of course they could on premises we have so many disadvantages, right? So it could be a power failure, it could be a any like for example, when we talk about disk, okay, so there could be a the disk could corrupt. Okay, when we talk about compute resources, it may go down. Okay, there were some issues, right? So this person is talking about the same thing. Okay, so they are facing some of the challenges, okay, to keep these servers up and running. Okay, so next, so is that a static page? Okay, so we have two types of pages, right? So we have a static page and we have a dynamic page. So let's understand with an example. So what is static page? So here, so when we see the difference here, so static pages are very simple. It is written language such as HTML, JavaScript and CSS, right? For static web pages, when the server receives a request for the web page, then the server sends a response to the client without doing any additional process. So as soon as static web pages, as soon as I send somehow the request, okay, it will show the result in the form of HTML, JavaScript or CSS, right? And these web pages are seen through a web browser. In static web pages, the pages will remain same until someone changes manually. Okay, so it's static. Okay, so which is a constant. So I have a web browser. Okay, it's a web server. So HTTP request is sent, so I'm able to see the page, that is static web page. So what is dynamic now? So dynamic web pages are written in the languages. Okay, so you can see like we have Ajax or ASP.NET. So where the dynamic web pages, the contents of pages different for different visitors. Okay, this is what makes it unique. This is dynamic. Okay, so it takes more time to load than the static web page. So dynamic web page are used when information is changed frequently, for example stock price, weather information. Okay, so this is what is dynamic web page. So this person is asking, okay, so is this a static web page, because he was talking about the web page, right? So next, I'm not sure what that means. Okay, so let me check my notes from IT. It says that it is a static web page. So does help. Okay, so this person is telling yes, it is a static web page. So next, okay, got it. Since you are running a static web page, so we can migrate to an Amazon S3 bucket and enable static website hosting. Okay, so this is very good. Okay, so even simultaneously, I'll just log into my AWS management console. So if I just go to my S3, So here I can create a bucket. Okay, so for example, I have a bucket where I have some data. Okay, so under the properties, so I can host a static web page. Okay, so I just wanted to show you the options which is present. Okay, this person is talking the same thing. Okay, so got it. Since you're running a static web page, so we can migrate to the S3 bucket and enable the static website. So migrate in the sense like all the as I told you, so what all things we need to host the static web page. So we need HTML, JavaScript and CSS, right? So the same thing. Okay, so we need to have those information inside the bucket so that we can serve as a static web page, right? Okay, so next. Okay, solution annotation. Okay, fine. So next. So nice. I will ask the IT department to share the technical details with you. Okay, so okay, fine. So can you start now? So residents are avoiding the beach because the forecast web page is down. Okay, so this is he's sharing his problem that so because people are avoiding the beach. Okay, so because they can't access this forecast web page. He's already told that his server is going down. Okay, so next, accept. Okay, so we have accepted. And what we have to create, okay, so we need to create an S3 bucket and configure it for the static web page hosting. Okay, so this is what our solution annotations we have saved here. Okay, so great. So this person is telling, okay, so great, I cannot wait to see the new solution. Okay, so go to the solution center. Okay, so anyways, I'm a cloud practitioner, so go to the solution center. Okay, so welcome to the solution center. So it's my pleasure to guide you through a solution building process. Fine. So next, so solution center steps. Okay, so these are the some steps they are showing. Okay, so first learn, so second plan, then practice and do it yourself. Fine. So the solution center is split into 4 sections that contains the descriptions, details and the guidance for each solution you will build. Fine. So next, so first I'm going into the learn section. So in the learn section you will learn navigate through an interactive diagram of solutions architecture. So what the videos about the AWS service related to the solution. Fine. Okay, so I'll go to the next. In the plan section, so I'll be reviewing a breakdown of your building task. Okay, next I'll be practicing. So here where I'll be building a portion of the solution using the step-by-step guide and review the important concepts related to the each guide step. Okay, so in the next, so DIY. So in the DIY section, so we'll complete the solution independently to enforce what you have learned and validate your completed solution. Fine. So this is what the steps they are following in the solution center. Fine. So next. So this is the learn section. So here you can interact with the diagram of a solution you will build. Fine. So here we have different options like video concepts, Amazon S3 and AWS. So what I'll do is like I'll be covering all this in the series. Okay, so that no need to watch the video concepts. Yeah, so if you're interested, you can just log in and try to watch the video concepts, but I'll even explain what is Amazon S3 in detail also. Fine. So even we have something called AWS. So migrate an existing website. So this is our question, right? So we need to migrate an existing website to static hosting on the Amazon S3 in order to improve the web application reliability. Okay, so here Island web portal. Okay, so here we have Island IT department, and here this is the cloud, right? So we have AWS Cloud. So inside we have a service called AWS, right? So I'll just show you. So if I just logged into my AWS management console, so even I just showed you the steps, okay, how to create an account. Okay, so you can create a free account. You can just log into the AWS free tier account. From here you can just create a free account here. Okay, so already I have created. So even I'll make a separate video how you can just create a free account. Okay, so when you go to the services, okay, so here we have different services, right? we have analytics, we have application integration, AR, VR, cost management, blockchain, business application, compute, containers, databases. Okay, so R is storage, right? So we are talking about storage. We click on storage. These are the different services which is provided by the AWS. So we have S3, right? So now specifically we're talking about the S3 here, right? So we have AWS backup, okay, EFS, AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery, FSx, S3, Glacier, and Storage Gateway. Okay, so now we are specifically talking about the S3. So here S3 is basically a storage solution, okay, which is provided by the AWS. So here whatever we are storing, okay, we'll be storing in something called blocks. Okay, so so here as not blocks, sorry, yeah, as objects. Okay, so here if you just go to the S3 documentation, so Amazon Simple Storage Service S3 is an object storage service that offers industry leading scalability, data availability, security, and performance. Okay, so here the customers of all sizes and industries can use the Amazon S3 to store and protect. So storing, we know, right? So if we want to store some, so even in our laptops we store some movies, we store images, we know we store, right? So when we run out of space, of course we buy hard disk or something like that, right? So even we have option to store it in the Google Cloud, right? So similarly, so even in the Amazon, okay, so by the AWS, this is storage solution, that is S3. So where we can store the data in form of objects. Okay, so object storage service. So that's what they have mentioned. So customers of all sizes and industries can use the Amazon S3s to store and protect any amount of data for a range of use cases such as data lakes, websites, mobile applications, backups and restore. Even we can archive the data. Okay, so enterprise application, even the IoT devices. Okay, so for example, if you are building some real-time applications, okay, so where you are getting the data, okay, so with the help of, we have service called AWS Kinesis. Okay, so we are getting a real-time data, and if you want to store that particular data for the near real-time analysis, we can just store those data in S3, right? So this is what, even we can store the data from IoT devices, even for the big data analytics, right? So Amazon S3 provides management features so that you can optimize, organize, and configure access to your data to meet your specific business, organizational, and compliance requirements. So this is what the different features is. I just wanted to give the brief overview of what is Amazon S3 is. Okay, so now let's get back. Okay, so this is what the architecture is. So here so our solutions, we need, so of course we are not creating a new web page here. We are migrating an existing web page. Okay, so they have already a web page, but it's the servers are down, right? So where the people are not able to access those particular servers, right? So this is what the problem is. Okay, so what we are doing, we are migrating existing website to the static hosting on Amazon S3 to improve the web application reliability. Okay, this is what we are going to build, right? So here of course, like in the static web page, we saw that we had index.html, right? Here the solution uses Amazon S3 bucket to host the static web page. Okay, so here I think this is all videos. So let's see if I'm able to play from here and to go to plan 2. Okay, diagram steps 1 to 4. Okay, so this is 1. I go next. Okay, here I have to type next. Okay, so this learn section here you need to find. Okay, so yeah, so I need to concentrate on these navigations. I'm just blank, like where I need to go next. Okay, so this navigation button cycles through the solution diagram to explain how it works. So this is step 1. Okay, so click the arrows on the right to move to the next step. Okay, fine. So I'll click on to the next. Okay, so the static web page hosted on Amazon S3 is configured to show the daily predictions of beach wave sizes. Okay, the files that support the web page functionality, such as client-side scripts and style sheets, that is CSS and HTML, are stored inside the S3 bucket together with the HTML file. Okay, so like all these JavaScript files, okay, so style sheet, the CSS files we need to store inside the S3 bucket. Okay, so with the HTML file. Okay, fine. So next, so each day a file that contains the hourly wave size prediction is sent by the island IT department, okay, to an S3 bucket. Fine. Okay, so every day they send a predictions. Okay, so of course this is storage solution, right? So we're gonna store that in the S3 bucket. Fine. So next, so visiting the island web portal, okay, trigger a get request from the portal to the waves.html page hosted on Amazon S3, which display the forecast. Okay, so we have 4 steps. I'll just revise it once again. Okay, we'll not watch videos. Once again, I'll just if I try to exit this, okay, I don't have options. Okay, so under the video category, we have Amazon S3 overview, Amazon S3 more features, Amazon S3 access management, Amazon S3 performance. Okay, so here again we have different cloud types in cloud. Okay, so this videos you can just watch it. Okay, so anyways, I'll just show you how to create account and everything. But I think like if I just run the video, I may get copyright issues or something like that. Okay, for that reason I'm not able to, I'll not play. Okay, so I'll just close this. Okay, so next I go to plan. Okay, fine. So what I'll do is, okay, next go to the plan. Okay, I'm not able to go back. Okay, so they are so I'll stop it until the practice section. Okay, so that if you watch the videos and if you're ready, okay, so we'll build together. Okay, so what we do is, so this is the plan section. Okay, deals the building activity that are required for the solution. Okay, so here you will review the tasks you must complete in the practice and DIY section. Okay, okay, this is basically activities. Fine. So next, so this eye-shaped icon is a toggle that details the practice goals and highlights the portion of the solution that is built using the guided steps. Okay, fine. So if I just, okay, so this is Amazon S3. So great, did you notice that only part of the diagram is highlighted? Yes. So that's because this is the only portion of solution that is built using the practice lab steps. Fine. So this eye-shaped icon details the DIY goals and highlighted the portion of diagram that you build independently without the guided steps. Click it. Okay. Okay. So this is the steps which I need to build. Okay. Basically they'll not show it. It's very simple. Rename the index.html wave.html. Fine. Okay. This is the DIY which I need to do it. So under this, okay, what we're gonna show is they are creating the S3 bucket. Configure the S3 bucket web hosting. Then upload a lab files to the S3 bucket. Fine. And DIY, what I need to do is I need to rename the index.html to waves.html. Just remember this. Okay. So next. Okay. So we have steps. Okay. So this is the practice. So I need to go from 1 to 27. Okay. So you can see like we have so many steps here. Okay, so I'll just stop it here. So we'll be starting from this part. Okay, so before this, what I'll do is before creating this, I'll just show you how to create a static web page. Okay, so once I show you that, okay, so in the next part we'll go this stepwise. Okay, so that it will be easy for you to understand this also. Okay, so I'm just ending this. Okay, so in tomorrow's episode, okay, so I'll just try to start from here, that is a practice section. So before that, even I'm going to upload a static like how to create a static web page with the help of S3. Okay, so yeah, so see you tomorrow.